STC permits, financing it. It's such a long project. But after seeing this film, you know, you get a sense of why I was so enthusiastic about doing it. Because, you know, really wonderful people, wonderful relationships, and caring people. So, I mean, that's why I'm so enthusiastic about this project. And I'd like to introduce Andrew Banoff now. Andrew is the president of Jewish Home. Just a fabulous guy, and his whole life is devoted to bringing this home to reality. So what we'd like to do is to set up some of our boards, and Andrew is going to just walk you through what the whole project's about.
Thank you, Bob. I'm going to just tell one quick story because I got to tie it into the video. First of all, thank you for having us tonight. This is something that's been a dream, and it's starting to become a reality, which is pretty terrific. My whole background has been in hospital administration. St. Vincent's Medical Center in Bridgeport, many of you know, was my career before I came to the Jewish Home. And the opportunity for us here is to sort of find a balance between what has been the nursing home that everybody says, I don't want to end up there, but really make it home in a way that we can all feel good about it for our parents, our loved ones, and our relatives when they need that. Bob mentioned, and it's important just to put it out there right up front, the Jewish Home has long served the community at large. Bill Mitchell is very involved and on our board, and the quick anecdotal story is one day he came to me and said, Andrew, I've always had this tradition of having bacon and eggs with my father on Friday mornings. What do I do? And I said, Bill, it's okay. You bring in bacon and eggs, you eat with your father, it's a special thing. I'd like to join you. So Friday morning, he arranged breakfast, he comes in, I'm sitting with them, and in walks Bishop Laurie. And Bishop Laurie says to me, what are you doing, Andrew? This is a kosher facility. You can't have bacon and eggs. But we do because we care about individuals. And the right answer to any issue we have is what's right for that family and the individuals that we care for. Average age in the home is 88 years of age. And at that point, the rule is whatever they want, we try and accommodate. So why are we doing this? And I'm going to try and use these. I know it's a little tough in the back of the room, but just to tell you the story quickly, the nursing home that we have was built in 1973. The facility is aging. People expect more from us. We know we can do more with the nursing home. The first component of the project is to replace our nursing home, skilled nursing care, with a 280-bed nursing home facility, which, if you get up here a little bit later, we can show these, is this last, maybe the smallest piece of the project, but obviously an important piece. The next component is, and we get asked this each and every day, what about assisted living? Mom or dad's not ready for skilled nursing care. They are ready for assisted living. Can you help us? And unfortunately, for 35 years, we've said no. So the second component of the project is to introduce assisted living, small number of beds, about 40 units. And then the last piece, which is really to round out the continuum, is 210 apartments and villas, which is the bulk of the project in blue, and the villas are here in yellow. We'll find a better way to put this up in a little bit. To be able to say, truly at whatever level of care a senior needs our help, we're available for them. The very last piece, which is the component that's actually closest to the road, this is Route 25, right here in Monroe, is to be able to offer home care services, outpatient doctor services, physical therapy, things for people, for seniors that live in the community that aren't interested in any institutional level, because if we truly meet our mission, the idea is that you can call us and say, Mom needs help, and we will find a way to be helpful. We work very closely right now with Sacred Heart University, with their nursing students. We bring in residents from both hospitals. We have a great partnership with the town of Fairfield, and I certainly hope and would envision that that would be the same here. We work closely, obviously, with fire and police and all of the agencies in the community, and our mission is really to be able to expand it. The only other picture, just to give you a little bit of a feel of what kind of look we're trying to accomplish, and very simply, it's a 4-story building that feels like home. This is meant to be a residential project, whether it be the apartments or the nursing home or the assisted living. And the idea is that if you drove by, even though it's set back on the property, is to be able to have truly a home-like setting, albeit a big one in fairness, that's home to the people that live there and for the staff that we employ. We currently have about 700 employees. They work 3 shifts because obviously it's a 24-hour operation. First shift comes in at 7 o'clock before the peak rush hour traffic. Second shift comes in at 3 o'clock, and the last shift works 11 to 7. So we do work 24 hours, 7 days a week. I'm sure there'll be lots of questions about the logistics of how this all comes together. But the goal really is to have an integrated campus that replaces our nursing home, expands the continuum, and truly meets the needs of our community. I love when Bob and anybody else shows that video, because what it all comes down to is we are in the service business for those that are most in need, and obviously the values that we all cherish about honoring our parents, there's no better way to do it, and we hope to be able to have that opportunity to do that with you here. So let me stop there and maybe...
Residential. This is a residential use next to a residential use. You talked about the jobs. There's 700 jobs, and a lot of those jobs would be perfect for some people who live in Monroe. Some of them are part-time jobs. And a person who's semi-retired and looking to do something, it'd be a wonderful place to find a little part-time job for themselves. And also spendable income. You know, these people who do live here do have a few dollars because they have to pay those fees to buy in, and they have to pay those monthly fees. They have children who will come and visit them on weekends. They'll take them and they'll get up on Route 25 and they'll go to the diner. They'll go out and get something to eat. So you're bringing a lot of people. You're bringing a lot of spendable income right into the middle of your community. I think that it's a real status for Monroe to have the Jewish Home for the Elderly, which is a phenomenal supported entity in Fairfield County. Everyone from Greenwich and Westport, Stanford, they come here to bring that element, that status to Monroe. I think is a real feather in Monroe's cap. The tax structure of the transaction is the key structure of what we're trying to get done.